first of all. Y'all know how I am with the little flyaways. I hope that everybody had a great end of 2020. I hope you were able to celebrate some way. If you partake in adult beverages, I hope you had one. And yeah, so I have been on, I guess we'll call it hiatus. The way the holidays are set up is my favorite time of year, so I really want to take the time to really enjoy it and enjoy myself, and not have to worry about editing videos, making videos, doing work, any of that. So other side is what's working me. There we go. It's funny, once you see what you look like, then you start finagling all the things. So yeah. So I took a break, but I am now back. New video going up tomorrow. And first live of the new year today. So I didn't really advertise this live on Instagram or any social media. I kind of just hopped on here. Clearly the only way to establish me doing lives and for people to come and to chat and do all the things is if I advertise it. So I need to pick a time and stick with that and just do that live all the time. Mondays at 8, I feel like 8:30 when I started today. I'm going to try that out for the month of January. For next week, I'm going to do all the things with the I'm gonna do all the things with like the flyer and all of that. Let me know if you would be interested in a text message notification system. So I do know that like a lot of YouTubers use that, but I just feel like I don't want people to be like they're actually spamming us. So we'll see. I'm gonna work on something around that 2021. But I'm here because it is Makeup Night Live, and we're here to talk makeup. So I have my handy dandy. One of my Christmas gifts to myself was the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the gold. I got the 256 version because, you know, you get the regular base model and then all of a sudden you're out of storage ASAP, like within a couple months. So I figured the last couple of iPhones I had, I've upgraded so that way I could be like, all right, let me at least have a hope of having some kind of storage. But the reason I'm really wanted to come and talk with you guys is because the makeup streets have been, they were quiet for a little bit because everybody came out with their holiday collections and then they kind of stopped. But then all of a sudden, like 2 nights ago, everybody started dropping collections and stuff. So coming to talk to you guys about some things. Make sure you follow Makeup Crazy on Instagram. It's spelled makeup and then Cray is Cray and then a Z. I actually don't know who this person is. I just know that I follow them and they always post new makeup coming out soon, like before any of the other accounts that are like the makeup kind of not gossip, because they know about the products and these launch information be correct, but they can tell you the things first before other people post them. So the first thing that they have that is, well, I'm going to go all the way back to what initially started me to be like, oh, I have to go live. This is Hourglass. Basically, it's their ambient light powder, but this is supposed to be, let me tilt my phone screen. So this is supposed to be the version for brown women. And this is the advertisement for it. Sorry, I'm going to try and finagle my screen so my monitor doesn't reflect on it too much. There we go. Can you guys kind of see her skin color? Okay, so Hourglass, girl. Okay, so the reason why this is kind of a miss is actually I'm gonna look at the comments real quick, see what people say. People are saying they don't trust the pictures from Hourglass and they want to see swatches. What's another thing? People are saying I want it, kind of, it's beautiful, it's about time. a darker tone person might not be able to pull it off. Okay. So I don't think makeup brands understand necessarily what inclusion is supposed to look like in real life, right? And this is why, as much as inclusion is a buzzword, you really have to have the people in the room that are going to be that live that experience. That way they can tell you whether or not it's on or off, it's good or bad. It's never good when you come out with a product solo by itself without any other products and are like, oh, this one's for y'all over there. Like, that is exactly what Hourglass did. Like, this is not a part of a bigger ambient collection where we're going to make ambient trios for women of all spectrums. It's not like there's a light, medium, dark, deep version of this. It's just like, we're gonna toss y'all a bone. Over there is one product, one picture. Because I mean, granted, things leak, but also some of these leaks are orchestrated because they want to see what the market thinks before they let it drop, right? Like, that's just what it is. But it's very clear that it's like, this is one thing for y'all over there. And it's not a full collection. It's not a full launch. And I feel like the best way for you to be more inclusive for your products is you're going to relaunch the ones that you already have. Why lie? You're not going to recreate it or make new shades. But frame the trios that you already have created in now a collection of multiple options for different skin tones. First of all, that's cool tone. So whenever you make something cool tone instead of warm tone, instead of neutral tone, you automatically take away 50% of the people that will buy it. So me, for example, I love Hourglass Ambient Powders, which is what makes this even more disappointing. But sorry, hold on real quick. Yeah, my sister was calling me. Let me text her back real quick. I mean, all y'all who are watching it, y'all will be watching it mostly after the fact. Oh, someone's here. Hey, who's here? Yeah, so I'm basically just ranting about Hourglass's brown girl. Here's your product over there. But yeah, basically to go back to that, for you to have one product launch, it'd be one item, and then just be like, oh, and this is what we did for brown people. And it's like one thing that just is so disappointing. These companies have millions of dollars at their disposal. They can hire consultants. They can get all the people that they want to make something amazing. I'm unrealistically hopeful that because this is a leak, that maybe there's 5 more versions and we only see this one because this is the only one that leaked. But I have a feeling that that's not the case and that there's only going to be one thing from Hourglass and that was it. Sad face. So, when you guys do these collections, try to keep everyone in mind. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense at this point because we've seen other brands do it. Like, everybody's dropping 50 foundations. So if you're dropping 50 foundations, that last shade of foundation you made, what highlighter would she use? What contour would she use? Like, you should be thinking of this in a full spectrum of, I mean, if you really want the coins, the plan should be that everyone uses only your brand, so you give them everything they need, right? So every shade could get a foundation, a concealer, a highlighter, a blush, a lipstick, a setting powder, a contour / bronzer. Like, you want everyone to get all their stuff from you and give you all the money, right? So therefore you have to have colors that coordinate with everyone's skin tone. And I really don't think that is that difficult of a product to grasp. It seems like Fenty could do it. Who else is doing it? Rare Beauty looks like they're doing it. MAC has been doing it. So I feel like you just got to figure out better planning. So the idea that it's like, oh, here's one for brown people and the one that we get for you is not going to be included in a collection that's for anybody else. Like that feels inclusive. Like, of course not. Why would you do that? So very disappointed in Hourglass. Like, again, I'm saying this is a leak, so I'm hoping that there's like 5 more versions and that we just don't see them. But as of right now, that's the only one that's in the street. So very disappointing. What are some other things? This is kind of new. Well, it's new to me. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But these Lunar New Year makeup little pieces, it used to be that companies would do like a full Lunar New Year collection, and that would be the theme of the winter collection. And then it would just be like a full collection that was like red and gold, and it would come out around the time of Lunar New Year. But now Fenty is having like a 2 product thing. So it's just a diamond bomb and it's the red little gloss bomb or the pink one. I think you could pick either or. No, they're both the red one. And I just don't understand, why would you only want 2 things? Like, what about eyeshadow? What about all the other things? I mean, and in theory, I know some people are like, well, we're wearing masks now, you can't wear makeup. So if that's the case, then why you come out with lip gloss? That's the one makeup you definitely can't wear with a mask. If anything, it should have been a full on eyeshadow. Somebody make a palette with eyeshadow and a brow pencil that fits inside, please. And that could have been what you did. Like, because we are still buying makeup. Makeup is one of the few splurges that I feel like people are still doing in the pandemic. Well, in the state of the world. I probably should have said that word, but we'll see what YouTube. But yeah, it's like people are splurging on makeup because no, you don't have enough money to maybe go and get a vacation or do all the things that you would have normally done pre-pandemic. Also, a lot of the good places aren't accepting people. But yeah, I feel like now, is it this shoulder? Oh, this hair is like all over the place. She had a long day too. But I feel like now this is the time where people will be like, well, since I can't do this, since I can't do that, I'm gonna go and spend $50 on makeup. I'm gonna spend $40 on makeup. I'm gonna spend $20 on makeup when I normally didn't buy any makeup, because I feel like this is a treat I could get myself, and it's just a little something and it won't break the bank, right? So this is really makeup. Although people are trying to say the whole thing like, oh, no one's wearing makeup because they're not leaving the house. People don't wear makeup for other people. People wear makeup because they want to look a certain way. So I think that yeah, I think that if you're gonna have a little collection right now, it should definitely be like a brows, eyeshadow, mascara situation. But I feel like nobody really is doing mascara right now because they think that everybody's doing these glam magnetic lashes, whatever you call them. But it's scary to me. I still don't like the idea of putting magnets next to my eyes. Like, it's already bad enough I got the cell phone next to my ear. I got the Apple Watch on all day. Like, now I'm gonna put some lead on my lashes. That's not it. Who is this? Natasha Denona is already released December 27th. A nude lip pencil, a nude lip crown. Did y'all see this? What's the difference between this and any other nude lip pencil? I don't get it. $22 each. That sounds about right. Yeah, I understand these expensive lip liners. Me personally, I love a ColourPop lip liner. I love a NYX lip liner, and I love a Wet n Wild lip liner. Yes, you could get more expensive ones. MAC is the only one that really gives you that lasting power and that I feel is worth the money. But there's a lot of different brands that have expensive highlighters. Okay, so this is another thing. Where is the other thing I saw? That's the Fenty Powders. Did y'all get the Fenty Powder? I have a video coming up tomorrow on it. I love it. It's great. I'm actually wearing the Fenty Loose Powder now, but I have the compact foundation and I love it. I've been wearing it. I just got to figure out how to use it because that little sponge inside is a no-go. This was crazy. the This Is 10 hair care people came out with a makeup collection. Can y'all see that? That's crazy, right? The Miracle 10, I actually been meaning to try that on my hair. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's really good. And it gives your hair like really like it's a good treatment. Like if your hair is damaged or dry, it like revives your hair. I've heard that from a lot of people about that hair deep conditioner. So I actually need to look into that. But I don't know about this makeup, y'all. It's looking real Halloween kit-esque. Like, I don't think I'm spending my money on that. But if you're not new to my channel, you know very well my position that brands are coming out with makeup because that's like a pivot for them because they're thinking that's a way for them to make money because beauty is like a trend now. So I guess my thing is people love spending money on hair stuff, and I feel like more people buy hair stuff than buy makeup stuff. So I'm just like, why makeup? But ooh, you see my little highlight? That's drugstore too. Milani liquid strobe light highlighter. I love that thing. If you put it underneath some powder, so natural. Like you see that? And I have it on my lids, under my brows too. So that's this highlight right here, that little highlight. So that was Makeup Crazy. There's another makeup account I look at, Hot Fire Makeup. They're another one that like has the, I hope if I spell fire right, that has the Hot Fire Makeup. This is them. They have a lot of information on new launches, things that are coming out. So this is old, but it follows my same point of the whole thing of brands missing the mark on inclusivity. This is Wet n Wild's Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator Skin. Hold on, I'm gonna put my phone all up in the screen because I want y'all to see that. Which color it would be for me? None, because even that darkest shade does not look dark enough. It goes from porcelain to fair to light medium. Light medium looks lighter than light. Medium tan medium deep. Medium deep is out of stock. So there's no deep, there's no dark. It's just medium deep, and that's the last color person in the world, apparently. It was actually interesting from the comments on here. Apparently, Wet n Wild does not really have a lot of things for brown people in terms of, what do you call this? That side. In terms of skin products, like skin perfecting things. It's like one little loop of hair that doesn't want to go. Okay, there we go. So apparently Wet n Wild is whack at this. I think that is interesting. To be honest, Wet n Wild, when I go to the drugstore, Wet n Wild has really good eyeshadow palettes. I literally look for those palettes and then I don't pay attention to anything else they do. I have a lot of allergic reactions to drugstore makeup for foundation. So I really haven't noticed like who is a good foundation, who has a lot of options. But Wet n Wild, that's disappointing that you don't have that. Also, now that Black Radiance usually has eyeshadow palettes that look just like Wet n Wild, they just have different branding, and I feel like they have the same manufacturer. So now I've kind of pivoted less to even looking at the Wet n Wild, and I just look at Black Radiance. So yeah, Wet n Wild, you got to do better. That is not a good look. Because so many people love drugstore makeup. Like, you don't understand their whole YouTube channel where people don't even have to mention a high-end makeup name because people just love drugstore makeup that much. So the fact that the deepest shade in this tinted moisturizer from Wet n Wild is medium deep and it's out of stock, that's sad. Another thing that I saw was Drunk Elephant came out with a fermented sake spray. Drunk Elephant is overpriced, and if you have sensitive skin, it will destroy your skin. The chemicals in Drunk Elephant are so strong that some European countries won't even allow it to be sold to the public. Like, that stuff is no joke. Like, yes, I understand you want the skincare ingredients, you want to see cell turnover quickly and stuff, but do not permanently maim yourself or destroy the skin that you have. That your skin might be not so good, need some powder kind of skin, but you don't want to make it something really worse, and now you need more corrective measures because you were playing with acid skincare products. Like, just think about that for a while, okay, before you get crazy. Next is Gucci came out with a makeup collection. They have some foundations. It's funny, the high-end fashion brand makeup brands have been dropping their prices. I remember when all of the Dior, YSL, all those foundations were like 80, 70, and now that Pat McGrath kind of slid in there with the 60, and she's like, and is it 60 or is it 68? Whatever, she's in the 60s, and she's the top notch now. All of a sudden, the fashion brands are starting to bring theirs down. I peeped that. And I appreciate it because all these bottles are glass. You spend $70 and it cracks on the floor. It breaks your little heart. So I like that they're coming down on the price. I don't know what that brand is. I don't know what that brand is either. Wishful came out with Thirst Trap Juice. It is somebody's serum. I haven't heard the best things about Wishful. I don't want to say that you can't be a jack of all trades, but there's a lot of brands that come out with makeup first, and then you come out with your skincare, and it's like, oh. So Huda Beauty was makeup. She came out with her skincare. Everybody's like, the enzyme scrub is okay, but there's better options with less fragrance and other ingredients. The chin strap thing, people say, is like a mind trick. Like, you think your chin is higher, but it really is like a temporary thing. Haven't heard about any of her other products be talked about. Same thing with Fenty Skin. Came out with Fenty Beauty first, Fenty. Then came out with the skincare to either people having bad reactions, a negative reaction, or just feeling like it was a waste of money compared to what they spent. So I guess she could keep pushing because she already started now with skincare, but I don't know. Let me see the price too, because she be up there. Yeah, $47 for a fluid ounce of product from a makeup company. That's crazy. Who is this? Milk Cosmetics comes out with the Blueprint collection. Do y'all like Milk Cosmetics? I see their things all the time, but I never see anybody like excited or bigging them up or wanting to try them, except for the little concealer concentric circle thing. But everything else, I haven't really seen that much hype about. Clinique is also dropping a highlighter for the Lunar New Year. It's like it looks like a little cow. Can you guys see? It's a little cow. It's an ox. It's the year of the ox. There we go. Reading's fundamental. I guess, like I said, I feel like we should be getting a lot more eye stuff because of the pandemic, and it's just not happening, which I don't get. I mean, technically it's been a year, right? Everybody should have had enough time for their R&D team to suppress some other projects, rev up some new projects, and bring to market the things that maybe you had a mascara that you were holding off on, and time to bring it out now, because it's looking like we are going to continue with this trend. So I don't know what you're waiting for, but we need to get some makeup that we can get excited about, that we can wear, and that will be, these are really cute. This is, I'm wearing the Fenty Cream lip gloss, and even though this kind of goes against the whole with the times thing, because like it's a lip product and you need to wear a mask, but they're super moisturizing, and they look so beautiful when you're like not really all the way made up and you have like Zoom coolness, and it's just like pop that on, and you look like, ooh, like color to your face. So I really like them, and they're smooth and not goopy, which is good. Another good thing for Zoom, because you can still see like the little string things, like so. But yeah, those are the things in the makeup news. So thank you so much for coming to my live, for watching it. Again, for the month of January, we're gonna see if we can do these for Mondays at 8:30. I feel like I should be able to make that happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for coming. If you've been to the channel before, thank you for coming back. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, that we won't miss out on any amazing, wonderful, helpful, useful videos that I make here on this channel, focusing on beauty, skincare, hair care, tech, travel, all the things fun and useful to my life. A little bit of fashion, but not really. And make sure you hit the notification bell. That way when I go live, when I post new videos, like I said, new video on the Fenty foundation going up tomorrow. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. Anything else I'm trying to think of? Yep. So hit the notification bell. You hit the subscribe button. You hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at Kimberly Gamble, DOTCOM. So KimberlyGamble.com on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly M. Gamble. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out. And please join the comments, join the conversation, and let us know, what do you think about these inclusive product launches, or the not so inclusive product launches? How long should we continue to give these brands grace? I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a good week.